I didn't even cry because I didn't believe it. Like I didn't even cry because I didn't believe it. I was like, so what you're telling me is not only do I not have today's flight, I don't have my original return flight. They were like, nope, you got no way back. I said, okay. Oh my God. Guys, I don't even know where to start. So, where did I even leave off? I believe the last time I spoke to you guys, it was in Cozumel right after my diving. Did I tell you I passed? I got my open water diving certificate, which is brilliant. The whole reason I went to Mexico, hallelujah. But now I'm in the UK. Now I'm back home, I'm in the UK, and let me update you. It's mad. It's really mad. So you guys know that the plan... Sorry, I just saw a stain on my couch. Right, we'll handle that later. So you guys know that the plan was for me to spend a month backpacking Mexico. 2 weeks in, Boris Johnson decided that Mexico was now a high risk and he changed it to red list. And if you're not familiar with the way the UK system works, they have a traffic light system. Green means good to go, you can go and come back, no quarantining, no self-isolating. Amber, it's like, you can go, you can come back, but when you come back, you need to self-isolate in your own home for 10 days. Mexico was amber when I left, and I was fine to isolate at home because I work from home anyway. Red list is a no-go. It's like, well, if you're rich enough, you can go, as long as you know that when you come back, you need to quarantine for 10 days in a UK, like, government-managed hotel, and you need to pay more than 2,000 Great British Queen Elizabeth money. I ain't got that. I don't have it nowhere. So, halfway through my trip, I went, let me tell you guys, my friend Kuzai was supposed to join me on the Saturday, was it the 6th? I think she was meant to join me on the 6th of August, and we were going to spend a week together in Mexico, and then I'd spend the last week by myself. I think I told you guys this already. So anyway, after my diving, I decided, I've got a couple of days between this diving and when my friend comes, let me treat myself to a resort stay. So I went to Playa del Carmen. As I'm in the queue, that resort was terrible, do not recommend. As I'm in the queue for this resort, somebody DMs me. Actually, a few DM'd me and said, hey, sorry to ruin your trip, but do you know that Mexico has just been moved to the red list? God bless you. First of all, God bless you. Because the truth is, I completely forgot about the UK. At that time, UK who? Do you know what I mean? I didn't care. So I was just there and I was like, it's a lie. It's a lie. I asked my parents, they didn't reply. So I Googled it. Lo and behold, Mexico is now red list. I said, Boris Johnson's a hater. He's just a hater. So anyway, I'm now in this hotel. I'm like, all right, cool. What do I do? So I briefly considered going to Guatemala. So doing 2 weeks in Guatemala because Guatemala is still on the amber list. So I could have gone to Guatemala and then just traveled to the UK without quarantining. I considered going to Portugal for the 2 weeks. You know, I was just like, I don't want to go home. I've still got 2 more weeks of holiday left in me. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I decided that I'm just gonna... No, I didn't. I decided that I would go to Portugal. I thought, you know what, if anything happens and changes, I'd rather be nearer to home than like in Guatemala. And also my Spanish, I don't think my Spanish is good enough to, to help me survive in Guatemala. So I contact Expedia, that's who I booked my tickets with. I'm like, first of all, how much is it going to cost me to change my ticket and leave earlier? They say £200. I say, okay, that's, I was expecting madness, but £200 is, we can work with £200. So I was like, okay, cool. So I said, what if I want to leave from Guatemala to the UK? They said, nope, you gotta leave from Mexico. I said, all right, cool. What if I leave from Mexico and I go to Portugal? Does that work? They said, yeah. I said, fab. Guys, I'm saying, yeah. It was not smooth. It was an incredibly painful conversation. The guy would reply every 6 minutes and it would be like one-worded answers, and I was just pulling it. Ugh. Anyway, in the end, we agreed. What did we agree? In the end, we agreed that I would just fly to the UK. Yes, we agreed I'd fly to the UK. I said, cool, let's pay. Come to pay now. We can't do it. He's trying to call me for some reason. He can't get through. I said, okay, send me a link. They can't send me a link. I said, all right, cool. let me reserve the ticket. I'll get somebody in the UK to call you tomorrow because of time difference. At that time, it was really late in the UK. Nobody would be awake. I said, let me get somebody to call you tomorrow. He says, I can't reserve it. We spent 2 hours going back and forth, trying all methods of payments. In the end, he said, okay, fine. I'll reserve it for you. Just make sure you call. I'm like, you could have reserved this 2 hours ago. And anyway, the next day, my dad, God bless him, he now calls. He spent a further 2-3 hours on the phone with them. It was painful. It was painful. They were like, oh, we don't have that on our records. That flight is sold out. This. And I was like, that flight cannot be sold out because I reserved the ticket. I need to be on that flight because that was the only flight that would guarantee me arrival in the UK before the new rules applied. And I said, I need to be on that flight. It's not. I spent 2 hours with that nonsense man. I need to be on that flight. Long story short, they were like, okay, fab, we've done it. We found your spot. Here it is. They send me my booking confirmation. They send me everything. We pay. Done. The next morning, this is now the day that I need to leave to go catch my flight. Something in my spirit tells me, you should probably check with the airline, Air Canada. Just confirm with them. I don't know why. I have never usually done this, but something, which I now believe to be God, told me to check. So I call Air Canada. I'm like, you know what? I just want to confirm because I've got the email confirmation here, but I still can't check in. I mean, I know they said I need to wait 24 hours for it to take effect, but I just want to confirm. And they were like, no, we don't see that. I was like, huh? They were like, nope, we can see that they cancelled your original return flight and they reserved your flight for today, but they never paid or confirmed, so that seat is now gone. I didn't even cry because I didn't believe it. Like, I didn't even cry because I didn't believe it. I was like, so what you're telling me is, not only do I not have today's flight, I don't have my original return flight. They were like, nope, you got no way back. I said, okay. I didn't believe them. I was like, okay. So, call my dad, because I can't get hold of Expedia. I can call everybody else, but for some reason, you cannot reach Expedia unless you're in the United Kingdom. I said to my dad, this is it. This is what won. So now my dad goes to Expedia. Bear in mind, my taxi is supposed to be coming in like 3 hours to take me to the airport. We're on the phone to them. And now we're doing, do you know what we did? My dad was calling Expedia. I called my brother on WhatsApp and then it was a via loudspeaker, so we were all communicating, right? Meanwhile, I'm still packing because I don't believe them. All I know is I'm getting on that flight. All I know is I am getting on that flight. So I'm still packing. And we're going back and forth. These people are telling me, oh yeah, that flight is gone. There's only business class. I said, look at God. So you're going to pay for my business class, yes? And then we're back and forth. They're like, oh, that's not something we can do. We'll ask Air Canada. I said, me, I don't care. Just whoever, get me on that flight. I don't care who it is. Do you know what I mean? Ask Boris Johnson himself. I don't care. I'm still packing because I'm convinced I'm going to be on that flight. And then literally going back and forth, there's nothing Air Canada can do. I said, okay, my beef is not with Air Canada, it's with you because I paid to you. And my guy was like, yes, we're really sorry about that. It's our mistake. We'll send you your money back. I said, what? I don't care about £200. God, I care about £200. But I was like, at this moment, I don't care about £200. I want to be on the flight because right now it's £200 versus £2,000 and 10 days of quarantine. We got vexed. When my dad was on the phone, well, I listen, you better pay for that upgrade to business because the alternative is I'm invoicing you for that £2,000 quarantine. I expect you to pay for my 10 days out of work. I expect you to pay for the additional night's sleep. Because imagine they say to me, oh, are you flexible? Could you catch the flight on the 8th? I was like, are you dumb? I don't understand. You know I need to be in the UK before the 8th. If I was that flexible, I would have stayed for the duration of my trip. Make it make sense. He was like, oh, there's nothing we can do. I said, there's something you can do because there's a business class seat. That's the seat I want to be on because one way or another, you lot are getting me out of this country like I paid, like you confirmed. What? Anyway, this guy's going back and forth. But here's the thing. Initially, I'd already opened a chat, an online chat with somebody, right? And I told this woman the problem. She said, oh yeah, I can see it. I'll need to speak to my bosses about it. And then that woman just ghosted me. Literally for the whole 3 hours that we were on the phone with this agent, that woman ghosted me. She keeps saying, I'm still waiting. I'm still on hold. And I thought she's taking the piss. So while we're shouting at this man politely, I look down and this woman now messages me. She goes, thanks for your patience. Here's your ticket. I was like, what? That was me. I was like, what? Like, I was so confused because I was like, on this one hand, I've got your man telling me there's nothing we can do. That's it. That flight is sold out. Air Canada have told me that flight is sold out. You told me that flight is sold out. So I was just like, what? She was like, yep, here's your ticket. And I was like, okay, please stay here while I check in. We didn't tell this other mumu because we were like, we want you to keep stressing. We didn't tell that mumu. So I check in. Guys, I successfully checked in for the flight that same day. And I was so confused. I was like, where did you find it? Like, where did you... I was so confused. Come to check in. There was actually a few spaces still available. So I didn't understand what game these people are playing. I really did not understand the game. And at that stage, I didn't care. I just finished packing. I hopped in the taxi and I got on my plane. And then, once I got on the plane, because you know what? At that point, I was so stressed. I didn't check anything. Once I get there, I saw my seat number is number 3. I see number 3. I see the seats. They look suspiciously nice, suspiciously roomy and comfortable. And I was like, I know myself. I know my budget. This can't be me. So I'm thinking maybe there's the first phase, seat 3, and then there's the second phase, you know, economy, seat 3. So I keep going. And I was like, oh, there's no seat 3 here. And I turned around and I was like, hey, my ticket was for business class. That's how you know I'm broke, because I was so happy. And it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't those like hella bougie sleeping business class seats, but I was like, shoot, that's the closest to that I've ever been. So I was really happy. I was like, okay, a little treat for my stress, yeah. But it's wild. Moral of the story, talk to many different people, because one will swear on their child's life that there's nothing they can do for you. The other one will, in 2 sentences, solve all your problems. Like, literally. It was just wild. And let me... You guys, they really played with my time, eh? The first guy, you remember the original mumu that was taking so long to reply? I asked him, I said, can you not just take payment from the card that I have on file? Because I bought my initial flight with them. He said, no, that's not possible. We have to call you. And that's what started this entire drama. That's what started all of this. But this lady, the online lady, she never asked me for my payment details. I only then received an email later saying, you know, they've taken the payment from the card that I had on file. They're not serious. I can laugh about it now. In fact, I'm not even laughing. They're just not serious. They're not serious. And I was just like, but you know what? It's okay. It saved me $2,000. It really did. So anyway, all that is to say I'm now back in the UK and I did not need to pay $2,000. And today is actually 10 days. It's actually day 10 of my self-isolation. So I'm officially a free woman. Unfortunately, my Mexico trip has been cut in half. We will not be making our way down to Oaxaca, which I'm really sad about, because I was looking forward to like seeing all that, seeing Zipolite, Puerto Escondido, learning to surf. I was really looking forward to it. But I'm just really grateful that I had 2 weeks, which is the normal holiday time anyway. I got to scuba dive and I got to swim with whale sharks and I met incredible people. So I had a really great time. But yeah, just wanted to come here and let you guys know that the trip ended very, very abruptly. It was also chaotic. I couldn't film any of it. I think I took a little clip of the hotel room that I was staying in, which was nice. That was a dream. Staying in that huge room by myself, rolling around on that big old bed, that was a dream, despite the poor service. It was a dream. But yeah, I'm now home. So all that to say, I hope you guys have enjoyed the Mexico series. If you have any questions or if there's any particular videos that you guys would like me to do off the back of that, please put them in the comments below and I'll be happy to do so. And I'll see you guys back for the next series very, very soon. Don't forget to like and definitely don't forget to subscribe. See you later.